One thing that can oftentimes trip people up on the games section is having to differentiate between two question types that oftentimes get confused for each other. And it's important to differentiate because they have different answers. Now, you can see here I've listed kind of two questions, and we're just kind of using a hypothetical game here at the bottom for an example. But what we're talking about is the difference between when they ask which one of the following is a complete and accurate list versus which of the following could be a complete and accurate list. And so you can see that we have the top question, which of the following could be a complete and accurate list of the students who are assigned to class 3. And then below the word versus, we have which of the following is a complete and accurate list of the students who could be assigned to class 3. Now, all that's changed is the position of the potential verb could versus the actual verb is or are. And that might not seem like a big difference, but it completely changes what the correct answer is. And so when you get the first one, which one of the following could be a complete and accurate list? Now that's very similar to what's happening on the first question of the vast majority of the games. And so with those, you are just looking for what could happen in one particular instance, or in other words, in a single scenario. Or in other words, they're asking which of the following could be a list of students who could be in class 3 all at the same time as each other. And if we were looking at that question, then possible correct answers, if this were our diagram down at the bottom, you can see you could have PQR, that could be a correct answer. You could have VQR, which could also be a correct answer, or you could have VR. But you couldn't have any other combinations of those because those would be the three things that could be at one particular time. Now, any one of those could have been chosen for the correct answer, and so you'd have to kind of watch for that. Now, when you contrast that with the other way of asking, which of the following is a complete and accurate list? Now, here you see we've changed from which could be a complete list to which is a complete list. And when they're asking for which is a complete and accurate list of the students who could be assigned to class 3, now we have to take all of the possible scenarios and we have to put them all together into one large list. And that's basically saying who are all of the people who under any circumstance have a chance of being there. And in this case, the correct answer would have to have P, Q, R, and V, because even though they can't all go there at the same time, the complete and accurate list of anyone who could must include all four of those people, because in the first option you have PQR, in the second you have VQR, and in the third you have V and R, and so the total list would be PQV, or PQRV. Now, the way that I like to remember this is the famous Hawaiian singer Brudda Is, often he's referred to, sings the really pretty version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow on the ukulele, had just an amazing, beautiful voice. Well, he was a fairly robust man, and Brudda Is would have embraced all of the possibilities. So I just think about which is a complete list. That makes me think of Brudda Is. He would embrace all the possibilities. It would be a big list. He was a big man. And so which is a complete and accurate list is going to be a bigger list because it needs to include all of the possibilities. And so that's how you differentiate, and that's an easy way to kind of remember that if you are wondering which of the two you're looking for. So as you go forward through the games, make sure you pay attention to whether it's asking which of the following could be a complete and accurate list versus which one of the following is a complete and accurate list. And if you do that, you're going to be able to get them correct more often.